Alright, so once again we find ourselves with a bit of a dead battery here on this camera, but I guess we'll just have to muddle through. Now, as the previous video outlined, and there'll be a couple of pauses here on this particular video, these are the two bins that we've been primarily working with. The one that's in the background, this one back here, has been the one that's been most effective so far. The worms there are doing quite well, although they did escape, which was kind of funny to watch. They were all over the floor. Obviously we'll clean that up, so that's not a problem. The other bin down here, a little concerned about, but then again, in terms of the quantity of worms, that kind of stuff, could be debatable as to the pure effectiveness of it, just based on the amount of worms that were in there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take these two guys and we're essentially going to put them into a single bin, which is going to be this pail. Now, at the recommendation of one of the people that we spoke to, I took the liberty of creating, and if you look down, it looks kind of gross, but there's a material down there that's actually a blended group of just about anything you can imagine. I think the term that she referred to was sloop. So it's a moist material. Put some water in there, that kind of stuff. There's a decent bedding at the bottom, good thick bedding, so they have some place to go. And we're just going to take it one step at a time. But we're going to put all the worms essentially in this one bin, and then we're going to see what kind of progress we can make from there. Any future worms, we may have to do sort of similar approaches until they start to breed, in which case we have other pails, this kind of stuff that we can actually work on and or work with, and we'll sort of go from there. So stay tuned for just a moment while I get myself organized. So I'm going to pause this, and then we're going to start opening up Mr. Bin number 1 and Mr. Bin number 2, and we'll start sorting through the stuff and hopefully get all the worms out, and then get them replaced into the single area. I just need to drill some holes into the top of the lid, or the side of this, but I think the lid is probably the best thing, so that it gets some breathability. So that's that part of it. So stay tuned. I'm just going to pause the camera for a bit and do that little bit of work, and then we'll be back on track. Okay, so we'll resume just briefly for another moment or so. Got a bit of light overhead, so I'm going to get a little closer. So what you can see is that what I've done with the lid is I've drilled holes around the outer area, as well as right near the handle. This bin is a locking, or this pail, I guess, is a locking pail. So we can sort of flip these two side pieces up and keep pretty much everything in there. If we needed to shake it around a bit, then we probably could even do that if we needed to, once the worms are out, make I don't know, make some sort of goopy mess by tossing stuff around rather than blending it all together. So that's where we're at right now. That's what's going to be the bin. Hopefully there are enough holes there that there'll be enough breathability for the guys that go inside, and which I believe that there will be. It's going to be in the dark anyways, and I think that they're going to enjoy their stay more in this bin with this arrangement than in the previous two bins that we've been using, this one and this one, which really only had one hole, which I don't know if that's any contribution to the fact that maybe that's been part of the problem. But as we look in to our little friendly bin, it's hard, at least at this stage, to see the worms in action, and there are some things in here that I just don't think belong anymore. As part of the learning process, we're going to take out the banana peels and things like that. We're going to concentrate more on coffee grinds and some of the more basic, acceptable, compostable material. Likewise, with the other bin, which seems to be working a little bit better, there's more paper-based product in here, and of course the worms are much more active. You can see them sort of in the corner. They seem to, I don't know, collect almost. I don't know if we can get close enough to see this one, but this pile here, where are you? There's a pile right in there. There you go. So you can see those worms there. You see, so they're all collecting in one centralized area. Hopefully that will continue to be the case, and they'll focus on the various things that we end up doing with the new bin. So once again, we're going to pause, and then we're going to resume, I guess, the transfer of the material from these two bins to that bin there. Since YouTube only provides us with 10 minutes of video, I'm running on 6 minutes right now, just babbling on. So I may just go ahead and upload this this video so you can see stage 2 of where we're at, and then the final stage we can dedicate the full 10 minutes to the slow and progressive transfer of the material. So with that, I'm going to pause this, I think, upload it to YouTube, and then we'll have yet another video for everybody to sort of chew through. But that's the plan. That's what we're going to do. And that's what's coming next. So stick around and let's watch what happens.